Hello everybody. Just going to talk about an adjustment that I've made that I'm not really quite sure how I overlooked this for quite so long, but I've got there now and I'm sticking with it, and that is excuse me, that is just slowing things down. It's a really simple thing. It costs me no money. It costs me no energy. And over the last couple of weeks, it's really made a difference. I hope that I feel those effects for a long time, but it's just ridiculous. I'm coming up to a year since I was released, and it has been 100 fucking miles an hour, constantly, day in, day out. I think, I don't really believe in this kind of thing, but I think maybe a couple of times I just kind of burnt myself out and ran out of energy, kind of physically, but more importantly, mentally. I had nothing in the tank, and looking back now, what a sorry state it was. So yeah, I've always been an advocate of going at your own pace in life, in all aspects of your life, and now finally I feel as though I've got a grip on just doing that. Like I say, it's not rocket science, but it's been missing for a long time, and finally I've got a bit of control over my life today and my life moving forwards, and it's just really important. So I just wanted to share that. I'm gonna just briefly touch on the book. I've got my work cut out right now, and it's going to be like this for a good couple of months. There is progress from the ghostwriting team, company, whatever you want to call it, but it's yeah, I don't really want to talk about them too much until the time is right. So I'm getting on with what I can do to put as much input as possible in place, and I'm gonna do a good book, because that's what I promised, and I don't break my promises. Very, very rare for me to do that. I don't make a lot of promises for that exact reason. If there's any chance I'm gonna break it, I won't make it. But I promised you a good book. I promised you value for all of your investment into the book, and I fully aim to uphold that promise. So let's see. But yeah, slowing down is also been very good timing, because I'm going to need to put a lot of myself into my everyday work, and then essentially I'm going to be working every evening, because I've set myself a deadline and it's the best way I work. So I'm under a little bit of pressure, not too much, but that always helps me to focus. And that just a deadline, it's a very simple thing, but I don't like to let myself or anybody else down. So I'm not going to tell you what the deadline is, but it's achievable, it's sensible, it's realistic. So yeah, that's news on the book. There's going to be a huge story about this book when it's finally finished, though, because I want to tell everybody exactly what has gone on. and at the moment I can't do that. It's as simple as that. Other people will be affected if I open my mouth now, and I can't allow that to happen. So on the book. In other news, it's the 3rd of April. I'm leaving to head to the Lake District on the 12th, this time with John, and we'll get Scafell Pike done. And the plan is that we head straight to Snowdonia and do Snowdon in the same time span, just a couple of days. There's no reason why we can't do that. I'm up for it. I'm ready for it. I've actually started doing more cardiovascular training now, not just throwing weights around. So I'm out doing bike rides, some climbing, some running, and I've found my kind of enjoyment for that again. It ebbs and flows. When you run or cycle or both constantly, for me personally, it just starts to grind me down a little bit, gets a little bit boring, a little bit samey. But not just that, I never really allow my body, my 51-year-old achy body, to properly rest. So I'm taking that into account as well. The running, obviously, it will help with the climbs, but there's a bigger picture. I think I've mentioned already, but I'm going to I'm going to do a sponsored half marathon pretty shortly after the climbs, to be honest. Mid-April. I'd like to think I'll be doing that by the middle of May. A bit of training, bit of preparation. I've got to measure out my own course because I'm doing it on my own, and I'm happy doing that. I'm going to right, there's two plans. Plan A is just run a half marathon, do 6.5 miles plus change from my front door, run back 6.5 miles plus change. The other idea, which I'm quite keen to do, is leave my front door, run for 13 miles and change. 13 miles, 385 yards, I think it is. No, that's wrong. 13 miles, about 200 yards, and then cycle back the other 13 miles. So doing a marathon, but half running, half cycling. Not only do I feel as though my body won't enjoy trying to do a full marathon, I don't want to do one. I'm not the most keen runner anyway. I like running, but I'm not that keen. I don't want to put myself through a marathon. So yeah, that's my news for today. I'm going to try and be a little bit more proactive, as long as all my sort of daily must-dos are taken care of. So you may see some more of me. Certainly on April the 21st you'll see me, because my plan is to do a live Q&A session. 21st of April is a Sunday. It's my anniversary of release from prison, first anniversary. So much has gone on, it's just been ridiculous, really. But some of you know plenty about it, some of you know less. For those of you who are relatively new to coming with me on this journey, be nice to see you. Let's see if we can have a good one on the 21st. I'm likely to do something before that, but the 21st is going in my diary. I won't let anybody down. Have a great afternoon, great evening, everybody. See you soon.